opponent for this game is OpTiKzErO, 2844 625 467. Hello everybody, I'm PsyStarcraft once again, and I am back after a wonderful Thanksgiving break. I hope all of you had a good Thanksgiving, and if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you killed some turkeys just for the sake of it. You didn't need it, you just saved their blood for your little sacrificial rituals. Anyway, we have a one-on-one on Metalopolis against OpTiKzErO, the yellow Protoss in the top position, and Psy, the green Zerg in the right position. And OpTiKzErO is yellow, meaning this is a custom match. This was not on the ladder. OpTiKzErO is part of the team VG, I think. I don't know. I should probably know that because I think I'm a part of it too. But we have a fun little matchup here, a ZVP. And it's got lots of cool stuff that is going to be awesome because I wouldn't cast it otherwise. And yeah, so GSL is on tonight, or it's on yesterday because you're going to be watching this tomorrow. It is Sunday night right now. And I posted a Facebook thing saying I was going to go back to my normal schedule. My normal schedule is one video every day of the week, not including the weekend. So I usually try to get 5 videos a week. So if you guys are wondering, like, why don't you have videos, Psy? And you guys always go so crazy on the weekends. Like, why don't you have a video? It's Saturday and I have nothing to do because I have no life. I don't post videos on the weekends, you guys. I like doing stuff on the weekends too. Like just playing lots of 4v4s and being forever alone. So, yeah, so don't panic about that. I do appreciate the feedback though, so if you have any constructive things to say, just let me know. So OpTiKzErO, 28 something, I forget. I sang it in my little high-pitched voice, but he's a really cool Protoss player. Always down to practice with the Psy man, and he's already doing a probe scout, and by already I mean it's not too late. And we can see I did do a 15 hatch, built up to 15 again, and then did a 15 pool. Very solid opening, but if you're going to go hatch first against Toss, you need to have a freaking drone right here. Even if he doesn't have a forge, he could drop 2 pylons right here and start a forge, and that forge will get done in time to get some cannons down almost all the time. Maybe not, I don't know, it'd be pretty close, but you don't want them to block you out no matter what, even if they just have zealots up here. It's very difficult to stop. So we notice I did scout him. He is in the close position. I did the little overlord trick where I don't scout him right away, but after a while, you know, he's going to scout you, so you can just send in your overlord and get all the intel you need, which you can see I did there. And my gas is up. Now I know I'm pausing it already, but I want to point something out to you guys. A very popular strategy for Protoss is to get 2 gateways pretty fast and a cybernetic score, and they'll just start funneling out stalkers and do tons of harassment on lings, on queens, on drones, because slow lings just cannot handle the speed of the stalkers. And so you really, when you do scout, it's going to tell you how fast you're going to need your gas, and this is actually a pretty fast gas because I want to get the link speed as soon as possible to deal with any of that early stalker harassment. And we can see already he's choosing to chrono boost that stalker in favor of getting the chrono boost on the warp gates. So that tells you we're going to see some early stalker pressure, and just for good measure, especially since he scouted me already early and he had time to change his strategy, I'm throwing down a spine. I don't want him to get up my ramp. I feel pretty protected with this spine in this location, although he still has a small opening right here with the stalkers. So I've got 1 ling on the tower and 3 lings just running up here, and already I see the stalker. There's no way I can surround it. The stalker has 2.95. The zerglings have 2.95 as well, so it's pretty much impossible to even surround a stalker with any number of lings unless you like flank it or something like that. So already I have to be careful not to lose too many lings. And if we look at his base, he's continuing to chrono boost his gateways, and he's just rallying stalkers. Now this is pretty cool. I can float my overlords behind the spines. He can't really get up the ramp without taking a lot of damage. And right now I'm stalling for ling speed. As you can see here, it's 40 out of 110. And he's not really going to kill me with this. I mean, I can just keep pumping out lings way faster than he can get stalkers. Stalkers aren't good at killing lings. They're just good at surviving against them in a position like this. So while he is delaying mining, shooting my probes, not really killing any, or drones, I'm not really in deep water just yet, although he is applying even more pressure. 4 stalkers out, 2 more incoming. And really, you know, okay, I'm going to transfer to my main. I'm not going to lose much mining time. I'm a bit oversaturated at my main. But my speed is almost up, and hatcheries have a lot of life, you guys. They can survive over 100 hits, probably like 120 hits or so, including armor, from stalkers. So you don't have to be like, oh my god, my hatchery is being attacked, I need to attack right now. But it is getting a bit too low for my liking, and so I am going to stall just a tad, and I'm going to use this time to push up my spine crawler. And that's exactly why I did this. I didn't want to lift up my spine crawler while he was close. I did it while he was far away, and as a result, it does get up. And another tactic here is, I know my spine is weak, I know he's going to attack it, but I want him to attack it, because while the spine is being attacked, I'm not losing any DPS. He's not killing lings, he's not killing the spine, and I'm using this as bait because I know I'm going to transfuse it. So when he's attacking the spine, I'm like, yes, I want him to attack that. I'm going to throw down a transfusion anyway. And now speed is up, I've rallied enough lings, and when speedlings get up and your opponent doesn't pull back with stalkers, he is in big trouble just because they're speedlings, man. If you don't have an army to beat speedlings, your whole army is going to die. Or all but 2 stalkers anyway. So my speedlings are up, I am able to save my hatchery. Transfusion on the spine crawler is really cool. He wasted a lot of shots on it that he didn't really, that he could have been using to kill zerglings. And so now I've got a second base up. If we look at the harvesters, I've got a nice harvester lead. He's just now taking his expansion. And I've got lings compared to his stalkers, and he really needs zealots right now. He can't really press out with this force without the threat of just being completely overwhelmed by zerglings. Spreading creep in the meantime, and we can see he is choosing to press out. 14 more lings coming in. He might kill this spine, but 14 lings, man, that's going to be plenty to take out these stalkers. So he's just pushing too much. I have 2 hatcheries. Oh my gosh. 2 hatcheries producing mass lings. These stalkers are all going to die. It doesn't take a genius to find that out. Here come more lings. These guys are like, what the heck? And here comes the big surround. He's got nothing to do. There's no way he can get away. He has no zealots taking the damage. No zealots to 2-shot or 3-shot my zerglings, and all of his stalkers are gone. If we look at the army tab, he has 2 sentries. That's it, 2 sentries compared to just a couple lings. 52 to 35 supply already. And he just overextended himself with those stalkers. I have gone layer tech meanwhile, Hydroden going down just because those, I mean, I felt like if he had stalkers that heavily, he might transition into blink stalkers or something like that. But we'll see here, he's actually getting a Templar archives. Nice little force field right here, and I might have been able to get up here and even run by or surround those sentries, but a lapse of attention right there. Of course, I'm producing an Overseer to scout, see exactly what he has, and if we look at the harvesters, I still have a pretty nice lead, 5 drone lead, 39 to 34. I've got great map control with these zerglings. My army is actually a little bit bigger, which is kind of unusual for a zerg player at this point in the game. And I'm running in here scouting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I see a Twilight Council, he must be getting blink, splooge. And then I realized, oh wait, he has a Templar Archives, probably should have used it on that. It didn't really matter because he wasn't researching it at the time, but my Hydralisk Den is down, my Nidus network is down, and the reason I'm choosing a Nidus over just like creeping up and going on the front door is because I feel like after losing all those stalkers, his army's going to be pretty weak, and sentry play might hold me off in the base, but if I can get a Nidus in there, it's basically a free win. So that's why I went for that Nidus, now making 9 Hydras. And the only time it's really good to save up money as Zerg is when you're waiting for a tech structure to complete, and then you pump out tons of units of that tech, like tons of Hydras or tons of Mutas or something like that. And this Overseer is looking for a place to drop down that Nidus. There's actually a couple areas right here that he can't really see. Of course, I can't see what he can see, so this might not work. Can he see this? Yeah, he can see this. Is he going to react in time? Right when he throws down that pylon. Oh, is he going to kill it? The Archon does get there. Am I going to be able to funnel any out? Yeah, I probably could have gotten 1 or 2 units out. Of course, it wouldn't be worth it, so I didn't even bother with that. Now, at this point, it might just be smart to go through the front door, man. I've had a pretty nice harvester lead. For some reason, he's going Archons. I don't really know why. Now he's getting some Storm. Maybe he felt like I was going to attack earlier and he didn't have time for Storm, so he needed some kind of unit. I don't know. But kind of unusual for him to be going Archons. And now I'm doing something a little bit unnecessary and unorthodox. Just pumping out more Hydras. I'm placing a Nidus right here, and the reason for that is, I mean, I could just go up the front, that'd be almost the same. But the reason for that is it can be really annoying rallying units along this cliff and just getting them picked off by any ranged units. And also, I want a shorter reinforcement point. Now notice when he heard that Nidus, he ran to his main base around here, and was trying to stop it, but then he realizes, okay, it's not there. Observer sees it up here. He has to prepare for a frontal assault. Meanwhile, my reinforcement point is very close. If we look at the army tab, not even close, man. Almost the same gas, and I've got 2,000 more minerals. And this is all a result of losing those early stalkers and not really doing too much damage to my fast expansion build. Nice storm right there, catching a lot of hydras. That's what I have to be careful of. There isn't any creep. Losing 4 hydras or so right there, but it might not be enough. I need to keep on rallying into that Nidus and unloading as well, but hydras are just so good against gateway units. Archons just aren't really that good against hydras at all. They're not good in general. And so, taking a significant lead right now. He does have the drone count over me, but I have the huge unit count. I even have a Roach Warren getting glial reconstitution, just sniping away at this Nexus. And if he doesn't have any Storm left or any Colossi, he's in big trouble right now. Big trouble. Even taking a third down here. Taking off some more Stalkers. Any upgrades yet? No upgrades, so no Evo Chambers. Right now he is completely unpowered. Warping in Zealots, which without charge, without any support, aren't going to do much against Hydras, although he does shoo them away a tad. And now he's even sending in probes, down to 44 probes it looks like. 40 probes now. And I don't want to push in here. I'm just going to throw Nidus in the back while he's got his focus elsewhere. Not that it really would have mattered. I probably could have just rallied and ran up the base right here, but right now I'm just kind of being a little too cute, like, hey, I'm going to do some double-pronged attack here just because I can. Even though at this point it doesn't really matter, the roaches are in, funneling more roaches, the expansion has been destroyed, moving into the main, and finishing off here. Maybe could have seen a couple more gateways from OpTiKzErO. These roaches are so good at taking storm damage. 4 storms, killing all but 3 of those roaches. Hydra's now moving up the main base. This Archon desperately wants to become an Archon, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, it did happen. You are one lucky Archon. Let's get a mugshot of you. I can only see his ass. But yeah, I just hope this showed you guys a little bit of how to defend early Stalker aggression. If you aren't too confident in your micro and you do suspect like 2-gate Stalker push like that, throw it on a spine. Try to get it so it covers your mineral line. He's not going to want to run up here because your lings will be on creep, so he's going to be along here, so I should have placed it here initially. And also, if you see that early Stalker push, get really fast ling speed. That's really all you need. And then I just kind of killed his Stalkers, ecoed up, and just it was very straightforward from there. I was feeling really good after I killed those Stalkers down here. So hope you guys learned a lot. I'm going to be going back to my normal casting schedule. And that's it. Guys, thanks for watching.